ampersands now. What the fuck is that about? Where's my language going? What are you guys doing with my English language? I majored in English. I like English. I like that we had an understanding, and now you take the second B out of babe and we're evolving? Oh, man, maybe this is why I'm glad we're armed in America. It keeps people guessing. Because if we weren't armed in America, we would be so far gone by now. We would be so... At least it keeps people guessing. Yeah, ampersand, Barco. Smelly labia. What is it with cleanliness? I got to tell you something, and for any women that are listening, men like things that smell clean, and that's all I'm going to say. And let me tell you men something in defense of women. If you've been out playing softball for 10 hours, your shit probably isn't smelling like roses either. So scrub your member, okay? Women can appreciate good smells too. Yeah, don't come in, thinking you're judging your woman and you've got fucking cheese dick going on and sweaty balls and you're worried about how she smells. Go scrub your own shit before you start complaining about your neighbor's roof. How about that? Yeah, let's get everybody cleaned up here. Let's have a clean experience. You guys are hearing a rare version of Kev tonight. And this version of Kev was produced by a combination of things. A weird sleeping schedule, which involves usually no sleep. The chugging of coffee that I was not going to do a show tonight. Guy kept pushing me, and I said, let me go mainline some coffee. I did. I ran it strong. I used 5 scoops of coffee, and that doesn't mean anything because you don't know the size of the scoops yet. You can imagine. And now I'm kind of... For the first time in a while, my thoughts are moving faster than my mouth can move. And there's no way to warm up for that. You just have to sort of let some thoughts slip past and then try to catch back up with what you were saying. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm letting some squeeze through as they move. How many of you people think a lot? I mean, how many of you people have given up on thinking and just said, fuck it, I've never solved anything thinking. Why bother? K-Tap, yeah. Guy named me K-Tap, and it's sticking, so I got to go with K-Tap. Tweaker on tap, tweaker. All we can afford here is Maxwell House, and we can barely afford that. $25. What is $25? What can I get for $25 in Australia, Andrew? You tell me. And I'm not talking about a blowjob and access to a sheep either. No, it's not, Moxie. This is a train wreck. Yes, it is, Moxie. You're absolutely right. I gave up thinking in Goofy Chat tonight. That's a good idea. But see, the thing about this show, Moxie, is this train wreck is a predictable one because we've seen it play out before. You don't have to guess if the train's going to stay on the track and maybe deliver a smooth show to you. No, it's just a matter of time. Half the goddamn tracks are missing, and it's just a matter of when the train's gonna run off the track, and then in which way it will flip, and in which way the bodies will fly. Is all you gotta. Oh, in Thailand, yeah, $25 gets you a castle in Thailand. Wasn't that Britney Spears' baby daddy name? What, Dirty Mexican or Alan Wayne? I don't know who he's talking about. Alan Wayne is Britney Spears' baby daddy? How'd you get Britney Spears, Alan Wayne? You must have been selling Amway in the trailer park. Is that what happened? Kev, it's not an ampersand, it's the at before everybody's name. No, I was thinking of the ampersand, the one that looks like a dude standing there with a hockey stick, sort of. You know. K-Tap, yeah. Apocalypse says, I am pretty handsome. And I think most guys from Mexico are. Yeah, they're good-looking guys out there. They get all the girls. That's why all the girls move out there. Good night, Kevin and everyone. Good night, KRRN. I assume that's Alan Wayne. Long time no see, no hear. I'll catch up with you soon, man. Don't puss out, Moo Man. Yeah, we're on a little bit of a breather here. I'm trying to catch my breath. I mean, I could talk about news and depress the shit out of you. I asked you people what was good about the holidays. You had nothing to say. So you're obviously not in the holiday track mind, thinking about Santa Claus and reindeer. Moxie says, I'll go ahead and dox myself. Desert Rose been threatening to release my dox for weeks. Hannah Louise Goldstein. See, this is where I lose you guys, because you have this inside shit. So I'm just keeping my distance from that because I don't understand it. I'm not going to try to guess. Like, there was this battle going on. I don't know what the fuck. You know, Guy, Shay, Barco, maybe you can explain to me what's going on with Goofy Bone. Do you like him? Do you hate him? I get confused as shit about how you guys feel about Goofy Bone. It's like, one minute, you're cussing the guy out, and the next minute, you're sucking his dick. It sounds like the way a 13-year-old Indian boy might treat a cow. What's going on with Goofy Bone? I mean, I don't know. I doxed myself, and I just came up with the standard shit you find on everybody. Fucked up here, fucked up there, did okay here, done. When you're 1/7 billionth of the world's population, you learn not to take yourself too seriously, but everybody thinks there's like 400 people in the world, and I don't know why. So that they're like at least 0.25% of the total world importance, and that's a bit misleading. Unless, of course, you have labia that extend into a different area code, because that's fucking record-setting, is all I gotta say. I want to fuck K-View's ass raw because he did not pay off a sports bet. Oh, shit. I thought Mexicans always paid their bills, even if they had to steal to do it. Is that wrong? Am I wrong about that? I must be. See, that's what you get for assessing an entire race. No, frankly, I've always liked Mexicans. I've never had a problem with them. To me, they are some of the hardest working people in the world. And one of my best friends when I was a kid was Mexican. I don't know if that's worth anything, but I don't want to mention any names. Jeffrey Moen, very good friend of mine. Another great friend of mine when I was a kid. And, of course, I'm not mentioning any names, but Joseph Cantu. Not a joke. Cantu was his name. And, yeah, I liked Mexicans. I went on vacations with him and his family, who were wealthy, because they had their own textile factory. It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. He is half WAP, too. I'm a third Sicilian. Math is I win. Ooh. What is it with Italians? You come from a certain part of Italy, and you meet somebody that comes from another part of Italy, you will destroy their asses. What is that about? Good God. Rome wasn't built in a day, but that motherfucker fell apart properly, didn't it? Sicilians are good Africanized peoples. You know what? Apocalypse is quoting from a Christopher Walken movie here, I think, wherein, what's his name, was telling Christopher Walken that his ancestors were of African descent. Yeah. So he shot the guy in the head, and he hadn't shot anybody for years and years. Anybody remember that movie? Yeah, I'm not a big movie guy. I just saw one last night, by the way. Might have accidentally viewed an illegal copy of Interstellar. And the only problem with a movie like Interstellar is if you know anything about science. You know, they get like 1 out of 3 things correct. And it's like, okay. There comes a time in a man's life, especially in America, when his joy of experiencing a special production from Hollywood gets countered by his knowledge of how wrong that production is factually. And I have reached and exceeded that mark. It's hard for me to really enjoy a movie unless the movies are accurate. I love getting a free history lesson with my movies, so somewhat accurate is definitely preferred. And if they're going to get into science, they got to get that shit right. You know, even if it's theoretical science, just get the shit right. I don't know. Great movie, Mom's House, Mom's Rules. What movie are we talking about here? I'm black, so yes. Who said I'm black? Oh, Moxie said that. You don't look black, Moxie. You look high yellow at best. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. True Romance starts off in Detroit. Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot Barco knows all movies. How do you know all movies? How the fuck do you do that, Barco? How can you... Moxie just repeated what I said about Joe Cantu. And no, he's not my best friend. He was one of my best friends. I had like 3 best friends when I was a kid. I mean, I wasn't like a best friend whore. I just saw them all equally. I've probably got black in my... I do actually have black in my family now, folks. It's decidedly so. So one of my nieces has a baby with a black man. And you want to talk about checking your family on racism? Have one of your family have a child with someone from another race and see how they act. You learn some shit real quick. So yes, we technically do have black in our family now. But I don't feel much black in me. It's weird. I have rhythm, but my ancestors are Norse and English. So I don't know. It's very tricky. It's like, where'd I get my rhythm from? Because as you know, most white people dance like they're being shot at. And I don't. I don't dance at all now, but when I used to, I had rhythm. So why do some white people have rhythm if there's no black in their history? I thought no white people had rhythm. I still can't jump, so it's not like I was, exceeding all expectations. I'm 6'5", and I could never dunk the basketball. And I remember this black kid at the gym when I used to be a bit of a gym rat. He said, all that height and you can't dunk. And he's about a 10-year-old kid. He didn't have a toy gun, so I didn't shoot him. I said, well, that's true. I can't dunk. I said, but I can clean off the top of a refrigerator. Can you? Ooh. Who put the black kid in their place, huh? Yeah, Kevin did. K-Tap did not fap. I'm coming out. I'm black and proud. Also, black don't crack. Okay. But white ain't right. So how about that? News guy is a Jew. Here, you guys want to hear a little factoid about Jews you probably didn't know? Give me 1 second here to rehearse. I just had to cough. Did you know that Edward the Longshanks, some of you guys already know who I'm talking about because I've talked about William Wallace, went on a campaign about, 3-4 years after he became the King of England and drove out the Jews. This is not something new in history. This is rather popular to round up the Jews and send them out. And he did it rather violently. Sound like anybody else you know? Yeah, it's happened a lot. He drove them out, wanted to blame. It's easy. Once you want to blame what's broken in your society on somebody, you blame the Jews. I don't know why that is. It makes no sense to me, but it's what people do. I feel sorry for Jews, man. It feels like they're targeted wherever they go. I don't know why. What am I missing, guys? What's wrong with Jews? Tell me in the chat room right now why I should dislike or distrust Jews. Is it because they can balance their checkbook? Does that make them terrifying? What is it about Jews? I have one of my very best friends in the world, who I consider my guardian angel, who lives out in Nevada. She is an adult convert to Judaism. And, we don't talk about religion much, I'm agnostic myself. I have no fucking proof that anything exists after this life, and I'm not interested in guessing at it. 4 hours of Hicks, too poor to buy hard liquor, talking about four-wheeling and jizz. Dislex, this has been a great show. Geez, he lost his marbles. Okay, Barco, is his show still going on, or you think we should go over there? Because I don't have a lot left. I mean, I'm just fucking talking. Do a DNA test, Kev. Results will show 1 to 3% black. I'm sure. I mean, supposedly we all came out of Africa, so maybe we all have some black in us. Some of us may have black in us right now. Just turn around, look behind you. You see anybody named Leroy there? Well, you probably got some black in you then. Yeah. What bothers me is they dug up King Edward, and he had perfect teeth. 600 fucking years later, Jews are too cliquey. Need to be shoveling snow. It's natural. Okay. I don't really understand that guy, but I assume you knew what you meant. So you will be less black than Guy's grandson. I don't know. Keep talking. Okay. Hating on Jews is like Jap men beating on their wives. The men don't know why they do it, but the women seem to need it. That's fucked up, Farco. Where do you get this shit, man? Holy shit. Dyslex is wasted and losing his mind. Keep going here. Okay. Well, I guess he's only a half nig, but environment makes up for it. I see. What do you guys think about when you see a white teen